beauty within and beauty without. As we acknowledge our own beauty today, it is reflected back out into the world so we can see and have that connection of our inner and outer worlds. And through all of this knowing, we cannot escape that the treasure is you. Hello, dear ones. Sonia, the host of the Treasure Is You podcast. And today, we are acknowledging our beauty. We are acknowledging our inner and outer beauty as we continue to ride this wave of evolution in humanity's time and space. Yes, beautiful ones. It is the beauty that we are. It is what helps us to maintain our sense of purpose. Yes, beautiful ones. So, as we acknowledge our beauty, we can see the beauty within others because we are mirrors of one another. And in this year of the serpent, as we are shedding our skin to become a new version of ourselves, a higher version that is expansive, that is peaceful, that is knowledgeable, and that is knowing its essence. Yes, beautiful ones. This is a year that our karmic cycles are ending. That is if you allow yourself to ride that wave so you can start a new path in your own evolution. That's what's happening because we are building a new earth. Yes, a new earth where love is. Now, love has always been in the old earth as well. But in the old earth, we had a lot of old mentalities, right? A lot of old structures that no longer serve us in the new earth. So the new earth is all about the new essence that we are and that we have always known ourselves to be, and we will continue to ride this wave so we can always know who we are. Yes, we are always being reminded of who we are in this time and space as I am recording in one of my favorite places, this podcast today, out in nature, because nature, dear ones, is our greatest teacher. Yes, nature teaches us to slow down. Nature teaches us to find our own rhythm. Yes, dear ones. So when we do find our own rhythm, you are able to understand and see, as I said earlier, that we are mirrors of one another. Yeah, we are the mirrors reflecting back to one another, helping each person to remember. That's essentially what's happening. So when you forget something about yourself, guess what happens? The universe will bring a person in your life, or that person may already be in your life, and then that person is going to show you what you missed. I mean, come on. Like, I love to say it is sheer brilliance, because there's no right or wrong in anything on this school of earth. No, it's all about awareness. Yeah. So the old way, in the old mentality, we think, oh, this is right and this is wrong. But what did I just say? It's not about that. It's about awareness. It's about you keying in to your magnificence and seeing that person in front of you help you. And the funny thing about it, dear ones, is that the people that do come in your life, most, I'm not going to say all, because there is an exception to everything, but most are not aware that they're helping you. That's the brilliance in all of this. Yeah. They do not know that they are helping you with an experience that you missed about you. Yeah. Let me tell you, I have witnessed this so many times in my life that it's laughable. That's why I say this whole life journey is brilliant, because you can't get it right. You can't get it wrong, because it's not about that. It is totally not about that. That is such a limited way of thinking, and that is something that us, the collective, have been conditioned to believe. But there's no right. There's no wrong. It's just existence. It's awareness. It's being conscious. It's being conscious of you. It's being conscious of your spouse, being a mirror of you, showing you the things that you did not understand about yourself. And then what happens? We get all bent out of shape, right? When somebody tells us something that's really helping us. But if you're not open and aligned to that information that that person is telling you, then this is what happens. We don't allow it in. We argue, right? We blame, we judge, we do all of these things because we are denying, right? This person, your spouse, your person that you're in a relationship with, we're denying what they're saying. Now, of course, it depends on the situation, but I'm just here to share with you that the things that we are learning, and we're learning every single day on this planet. This is why we're here. It's the school. This is a master class, and we are the masters, mastering ourselves. Yes, I have shared that many, many times. But when we deny from our spouse or the person in our relationship, this is why we get a divorce, right? We split because we don't want to hear that crap. We don't want to hear the crap that they're telling us that can be more awareness. I'm not going to say true. It's just awareness. They're putting it in your face to show you whatever it is. Yeah, that's how it works, because we are mirrors of one another. And as I said, I have witnessed this throughout my life, and it's like when you see it, you can't understand, you can't believe, but then when you connect to it, you're like, wow, I am this way. Yeah, I definitely have witnessed what I am saying. So the people that are in your life. They are just reflecting back to you what you need to know. Isn't that brilliant? And we have our beautiful pets, dogs and cats. Like they're a part of your, I like to say, spiritual family, spiritual team. So if you like dogs, your dog is a part of your team, helping you to stay in a vibration where you can receive more wisdom, more gifts, just more. Yeah, that's why, what do we call dogs? Man's best friend? Absolutely. Because dogs, they are unconditional love. They are showing us to love all parts of ourselves. That's what dogs do. So you know when you come home, you could be having a bad day, then guess what happens? That dog will jump on you and show you so much love. Yeah, that's what they do because they're unconditional love. They're teaching humanity to have unconditional love, to be it. Because really that is what we are. But because of this school on earth, or school of earth, as I said, we're learning, we're remembering ourselves. So there's a lot of lessons that we have to learn, and one major one is that we are unconditional love as well. But because of our journeys that we create, remember this now, because we are the co-creators. We are co-creating with the source that has created us. Yes, that God source, that source that has created our life, right? So when we can allow and align for our God source to connect with our human part, this is what we need to remember, which is hard for a lot of us to remember. We are the microcosm. That's the smaller essence in the macrocosm. That's the universe. So we have to work in union. We have to work together. This is why when you get married, or if you're in a relationship, you have to work together. If you don't work together, guess what? You're going to break up, right? You're going to get a divorce. You're not being one. One person's doing one thing, the other person's doing another. You're not working in unison because many reasons. You may feel all kind of different ways. Oh, I'm better than her, and she's, she needs to catch up to me, but it's like we're reflecting back, but we're not seeing that common ground because we don't understand that we're one. We think that we're a separate entity, and we're really not. We are mirrors reflecting back. Now, what I just said may have went over a lot of people's head because we have been conditioned to believe that we are separate, but we're not. We are one encompassing heart. We are one encompassing mind. Yes, we all have our uniqueness, but what did I just say? We are one. So when we can understand that we are one, we will be able to work in unison. Yeah, we will be, because we know that we are one. That's the trick, dear ones. Yeah, that's the trick. We don't even know that about ourselves. Yeah, and myself too. Yeah, because I've been married, and I'm no longer married. You know, I got married when I was younger. We both were younger, but nevertheless, you know, I went my way, he went his way. But we both did learn, I can tell you that much. We both learned from that. And we're both better human beings because of it. So I don't look at it as a terrible thing. I look at it as a great thing. As a matter of fact, I'm grateful for the whole experience because it taught me who I am. Yeah. So I'm grateful. Yeah. Everything in life is not going to pan out the way you think it's supposed to be. It's going to pan out the way it's supposed to be. So I can just share with you at that time, I didn't know much. But what I did know, at times, I didn't follow through. But at the end of the day, it was a great experience because I learned from it. And when you can learn from something, dear ones, especially from another person, then that's a win-win for humanity. Yeah. We are helping to ease the pain. We are helping to bring more awareness. And we are helping to unite all of humanity so we do not continue to be confused about who we are. And I've been sharing from day one, we are mirrors of one another, which can elude most of us because of us seeing each person as a separate entity. But it's brilliance, dear ones. So just remember, we have this harvest moon. I couldn't think for a moment. On the 7th of October, depending where you live, or the 8th. And this is a moon of completion. So if you want to use the magnetism of the moon, because as I said, dear ones, we are connected to the moon. That's where we get our magnetism. Yes. This is where we get it all, dear ones. We are learning to connect with our nature selves. Because when you do connect to your nature selves, all of those things that we used to hold on to, and let me tell you, I used to hang on to a lot of things. Yes, but it was a part of the journey. Yes, it was. And I'm grateful. I am so grateful for everything I've been through because I've been learning. The more that I learn, the more I can show others so they can learn. Because when we do that, we are uplifting the whole. There will be no more hypertension. Can you imagine that, dear ones? It being no more hypertension? Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. When we can realize that we're mirrors of one another, and when we can unite across the board, guess what? No more hypertension. No more of a lot of the dis-ease that we create. Yeah, I know. A lot of us don't want to hear that, but we create it all, dear ones. Yeah, we create every single thing in our lives. So when you don't know that you are magnetism, that you are energetic, and that you are a cosmic star. Yes, you are. I'm telling you that. because I have witnessed this, seen it. And when you know that you are a cosmic star, guess what happens? The stars align for you because you finally acknowledged your essence. That is the vastness. That is infinite. Do you hear what I'm saying, dear ones? You're infinite. You're infinite. That God part of you created you, put you in a vessel so you can enjoy heaven on earth. Yes, this is heaven on earth, especially when you know who you are. Yeah. But when you don't know who you are, it doesn't look like heaven, right? No, it does not look like heaven at all. It looks like the opposite of what we have created and what we have been putting in the books of evolution. Yes. Every single thing, dear ones, we have created. So, dear ones, know thyself. Know that you are a cosmic star. Know that you are a mirror of every single thing and person on this earth. And that you are connected to all the planets. Okay? And that you are a cosmic essence. All right, hear me what I'm saying. Know this. Connect to it. And you will begin to see your own divine essence expanding out to all of the people in your life. I'm telling you, it is sheer brilliance. All right, beautiful ones, enjoy this new day, remembering that the treasure is you. All right, beautiful ones, my infinite love to you always. Take care.